More than a century ago, the wetlands of Chicken Creek were drained to support western-style farming outside of Portland. What was once a meandering 2-mile stream teeming with wildlife was reduced to a fast-flowing half-mile bypass ditch. But in 1992, a hope for the future restoration of these wetlands emerged with the establishment of the Tualatin River National Wildlife Refuge, and over the course of the 30 years since, that hope evolved into a dream, then a plan, and finally action. Land sculpting efforts at Chicken Creek broke ground in 2019 with the goal of restoring the waters of this Tualatin River tributary to their historical route, spreading the flow of water out across a greater area and slowing it down. This way, the resulting wetlands could once again perform their myriad of ecological functions, from helping to prevent flooding and erosion to filtering and purifying the water that passes through them, and creating plenty of habitat along the way. But after 100 years, the wetlands at Chicken Creek needed a bit of help until nature could catch up with those long-paused processes. And that's where Cornell Farm's Christmas trees enter the picture. We've been offering Christmas tree recycling to our guests since the early days, but in 2019, we began partnering with the Tualatin River National Wildlife Refuge to use the discarded Christmas trees we were collecting to aid in the restoration efforts at Chicken Creek. When added to the creek bed in the 3 years since, these trees have helped to further slow down the water, encouraging the deposition of nutrients and sediment, and creating habitat for a host of plants and wildlife to live and reproduce. The result has been an explosion of biodiversity that hasn't existed in the region for generations. Enhanced by woody debris, the successfully restored path of the creek encourages the migration and spawning of fish like upper Willamette River steelhead and cutthroat trout, and the floodplain provides food and shelter for the more than 200 species of birds that pass through the refuge in a given year. We are very proud to have played a very small role in this massive undertaking at the refuge, and are excited to continue working with the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service and their partners working to restore our rivers and waterways well into the future. The 280-acre Tualatin River National Wildlife Refuge is open to the public year-round with an interactive visitor center and more than 4 miles of walking trails. If you look out into the shallows of the river's tributaries on your next visit and see a juvenile trout darting out from among a tangle of sunken branches, know that they very well might belong to what was once a Christmas tree from Cornell Farm.